Hi, ich bin Mike hier und willkommen zu Folge 10 von Call of Juarez, Gunslinger. Wir jagen ein Mitglied von Jesse James' Bande, die verantwortlich sind für den, beziehungsweise der verantwortlich ist für den Mord an unseren Brüdern. Ich habe ein bisschen zurückgespult, wer sich an die letzte Folge erinnert, die hat ein bisschen hektisch geendet, deswegen springen wir da jetzt direkt wieder rein. Und los!
Confronted them as they were robbing a train. Bullets were flying at me from every which way. But I knew I'd have to fight my way forward if I was gonna find this gem.
Motherfucker. Log it! Das war einfach. Winston train robbery. On July 15, 1881, a Chicago, Rock Island and Pacific Railroad train left Winston, Missouri. Soon after it started moving, Jesse and Frank James and Wood Hyde jumped on board into one of the passenger cars, while Dick Little and Clarence Hyde entered the train from the other end. A conductor named William Westfall was collecting tickets in the passenger car at the time. The James brothers believed that in 1875 Westfall transported the Pinkerton agents who attacked their mother's house, wounding her and killing their half-brother. Jesse shot him in the back without warning, then approached him and shot him in the head. In that moment, Frank killed one of the other passengers, who may have decided to play hero and interfere with Jesse's shooting of Westfall. The train robbery was not as profitable as expected. The outlaws collected a mere $605. Infuriated, they jumped off the train and escaped. A posse pursued them, but the James brothers and the gang were gone with the wind. The meager haul led to dissension, and Frank eventually left the gang, leaving Jesse to fend for himself with the inexperienced outlaws that were left. Because of the murders, the governor increased the bounty on both their heads. Jesse recruited others for his gang, including the man who eventually would shoot him in the back for that bounty. Was schießt denn da auf mich?
Oh. Now wait a second. How'd they stop this train in the first place?
Well, the James boys were experts at this.
Oh, here we fucking go. Jesse James.
They hopped a freight train having heard there was a big payroll in the express safe. So, I hopped the same train.
Ow! Ich weiß nicht, welche Richtung es weitergeht.
Was decimated after that little fiasco they had in Northfield, Minnesota. So Jesse needed more men and took on the killer I was after, along with a host of others. I was hoping to find my man and put a bullet in his head.
Liberate the train. Oops,
Climbing around that train, I must have swallowed 100 damn bugs before I reached
James'
that.
younger gang pulled the first train robbery west of the Mississippi.
Sounds like you hold them in high regard.
Everyone knows they were the most famous outlaw gang ever.
And you took them all on by your lonesome. Again. I'm finding this all a little hard to swallow, friend.
Well, maybe you need to wash it down with some whiskey. By the way, did I mention that train was flying down those tracks like a bat out of hell?
Also, man kann über Silas sagen, was er will. Schon vielleicht ist er auch wirklich ein alter Schwätzer, aber... Gott, der Mann weiß nur Geschichten erzählt. Damn it.
Anyway, excuse me, Ben. Where would I find the gentleman's facilities? Suddenly I have an urgent need to drain my one-eyed snake. Well, I've had more than a few drinks, and I've been sitting here for quite a spell.
Right through there. Let me show you. I never heard so much malarkey in my life.
You think he's bullshitting us?
You don't think he's Silas Greaves?
I think he's just some old drunk looking for some free liquor.
Das wär's natürlich.
I don't know, Jack.
Ach, das Ding loopt jetzt. Ah.
You don't think he met Jesse James?
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. That story makes no sense at all.
Jack.
I mean, you gotta be 2 bricks short of a load to believe that cock and bull story.
I don't agree.
Jack, lay off the
You seriously think that tired old man went toe-to-toe with Jesse James?
Well, that's better.
Coming back.
Did I mention that this Jim was married to the infamous Belle Starr?
Oh, wie praktisch. Jim Reed and Belle Starr. Not much is known about Jim Reed other than the fact that during the Civil War he was a member of Quantrill's Raiders, just like the James brothers and the Youngers. After the war he rode for a time with Sam Starr's gang and later with the James Younger gang. He died in 1847 in Paris, Texas, from a gunshot wound. Today he's probably better known as the first husband of the infamous Belle Starr, the Bandit Queen. They met as teenagers and Belle gave birth to his two children. Belle Starr, or Myra Mabel, Shirley Reed Starr, also knew the Youngers and the James brothers. After Jim's demise, she turned to banditry, taking part in horse and cattle thefts and protecting other criminals, thus earning the moniker of the Queen of Bandits. The peak of her criminal activities was during her marriage to Sam Starr. It is said that after Jim Reed's death and before she married Starr, she was Cole Younger's wife for 3 weeks. There's no solid evidence backing it up, however. Belle Starr was famous for her impeccable style. She was usually seen riding her horse side saddle, wearing a stylish black dress with 2 revolvers and an ammo belt around her hips. She died in unusual circumstances 2 days before her 41st birthday in 1889. An unknown murderer shot Belle off the horse she was riding with a shotgun and then shot her again. The bushwhacker's identity is still a mystery. Starr's own son is among the prime suspect, as the Bandit Queen was a tough woman to live with. Said son was a bandit himself and then became a lawman, only to die in a saloon shootout 1896. His sister Pearl plied the world's oldest trade and ran a bordello in Fort Smith, Arkansas from the 1890s until the First World War.
Of course, I didn't learn that until later. Anyway, I made my way forward the best I could. Around the sides, over the roof.
Ouchie.
At some point, some sumbitch saw me and shouted out, "It's the damn Pinkertons!"
What the fuck? Jetzt wieder passiert.
At some point, some sumbitch saw me and shouted out, "It's the damn Pinkertons!" Now, I never worked for that limey cocksucker, but I guess they assumed I was one of his assassins. Those evil bastards firebombed Jesse's mother's house and killed his stepbrother. So it's no wonder each and every asshole on that train wanted me dead.
Everybody's always mistaking you for somebody else, aren't they? Why is that, I wonder?
Oh Gott, fucking dammit. Jetzt die Schrotflinte wäre zur Abwechslung mal echt geil. Puh, das war jetzt gerade schon wieder viel zu knapp. Das ist doch garantiert eine echt miese Stelle auf dem höheren Schwierigkeitsgrad. Wenn man nicht von dem
It was a
verfickten
rickety
Zug fällt.
ride and quite precarious.
Das kann nicht wahr sein.
It was definitely safer on the inside of the train.
Danke, danke Silas, danke. Danke, ist echt so zieh von dir, Mann. Der kommt nicht raus. Echt war Nahkampf, okay. Könnten wir nicht auch mal benutzen? Oder wir springen wieder vom Zug. Das ist der letzte Zug auf Gottes grüner Erde. So. Ne, witzig, denn der hat mich jetzt gerade erkannt. Oh, fuck off. Das war Zufall. Echt nicht gesehen, aus welche Richtung die Kugel fliegt.
Don't rightly know, Jack. I'm just telling you how I remember it.
I bet you are.
Hopp. Zack. Straight. Na? Na?
I came across a flat car piled high with logs and had to come up with a creative way to make my way forward.
Da komme ich nicht hoch. Ah. Tschüss.
I wondered if
Tschüss.
I was ever gonna find the front of that train. Or the bastard I was after. Right about then, I was attacked by some asshole on a Gatling gun.
Echt jetzt? Schon wieder?
Yeah, seems like you run into a lot of them.
Asshole?
Gatling guns.
Yes, I did. Now, I don't remember how I took it out. It was either a bullet or dynamite.
Drecksack. Ich hab echt keinen Bock, schon wieder
Right
vom
about
Zug zu
then,
fahren.
I was attacked by some
Komm ich da
asshole on a
hoch?
Gatling gun.
Ja, kann ich.
Yeah, seems like you run into a lot of them.
Asshole?
Gatling guns.
Au, 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 au.
Yes, I did. Now, I don't remember how I took it out. It was either a bullet or dynamite.
Where would you find dynamite?
Does it really matter, Jack? You're messing with the flow of the story here.
Bam. Autschi. Boah, ich dachte gerade, ich häng fest. Ja? Will sich hier noch jemand prügeln? Beschossen werden? Okay, dann können wir noch hier nochmal. Hints about enemies behind you. Ach Gott, warum nicht? Ups. Fuck. Jetzt habe ich gerade wahllos auf die Tasten drauf gehämmert. Geschieht mir recht. Herrgott nochmal, was ist denn jetzt hier los? Ach, was soll's. Okay, irgendwie ist gerade der Wurm drin. So, jetzt können wir hier nochmal die Eule. Darauf bin ich ja nicht viel schlau vor, den Executioner. So.
I was looking for Jim and shooting any son of a bitch stupid enough to get in my way. And that included Jesse James himself.
Nope. Niemand. Hm? Fuck. Lol. Was hat denn
Sure
der
were a
an?
lot of men determined to die that day.
Das ist euer Scheißplan. Keine Munition. Ah. Fuck that shit. Kommt raus. Sehr schön.
It was then that Jesse detached the express car from the rest of the damn train. I could see Jesse waiting for me, fixing to kill me so he could get away with all that money.
You had a showdown with Jesse James?
Of course he didn't. Everybody knows that Jesse was killed by Bob Ford.
Yeah. Jesse went out like John Wesley Hardin. Coward shot him in the back of the head.
Guess it doesn't matter how far you run, does it, Ben? Your past always catches up with you.
Oh, ich habe gerade einen ganz fiesen Verdacht. Ach, goddammit. Ich glaube nämlich, dass Ben einer der Mörder von unserem Bruder ist, die eigentlich nach Südamerika abgehauen sind. Bill hieß er vorher, glaube ich.
Yeah, I didn't kill Jesse James. Just wounded him bad enough to convince him to hang up his guns.
What about that Jim fella? What happened to him?
I figure he was up front with a gun to the engineer's head. That bastard slipped away again. I'll tell you how I got him. But first I need to wet my whistle.
Arschloch. Ah, goddammit. Without forgiveness, Jesse James was murdered in 1882 by Robert Ford, and the survivors of his gang rallied around his less well-known brother Frank. Irgendwie dachte ich, dass das hier allmählich mal zu so etwas wie einem Ende kommen würde, aber es lässt sich, weiß Gott, Zeit.
After my showdown with Jesse, I continued to track his brother, Frank, and that son of a bitch Jim. I followed those bastards into the high mountains as they were going to ground.
What mountains would that be?
Somewhere in the Ozarks, I believe. The perfect place to hide out from the authorities. In fact, before I could find them, some Indians who fled the Res and were hiding out from the military found me first. They probably thought I was a cavalry scout and didn't want me telling the military where they were.
Engines?
Yeah, they could have been Cheyenne, but there was all sorts of renegades roaming the landscape back then.
Au, 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 au. Utschi. Bumm. Weg. Was kommt er denn plötzlich hier? Verdammt nochmal. Gar nicht gerechnet. Aber immer noch schön bunt angezogen.
Hey, about another whiskey, Ben? Nothing better to soothe the troubled soul.
Immer noch schön einen aus dem Kreuz rauslernen, Silas. Geiler Typ.
Now, where was I? Indians, right. I had more than my share of run-ins with the Red Man. Like that time... Did I tell you about Grey Wolf?
Yes, sir.
Ah, of course I did. In fact, I can still remember that old medicine man's words to me.
Jesus Christ, we're back to that again.
You carry great darkness in your heart. It will claim your soul. You will come to this place again and kill many more men.
Ja, was sagst du da dazu? Sagst du nicht viel?
And the darkness will grow until it consumes everything you are.
What the fuck?
So, did you ever find him? Who? The man you are after.
Let me ask you something, Ben. You ever think about death?
Mr. Greaves, are you all right?
Ooh, death. Oh, death.
Ben ist sowas von einer von
Won't
den
you
Mördern.
spare me over till another year? What is this that I can't see? With ice cold hands taking hold of me. Well, I am death, none can excel. I'll open the door to heaven or hell. Oh, death. Oh, death. Won't you spare me over till another year? Oh, death. Someone would pray. Could you wait to call me another day? Oh, death. Oh, death, won't you spare me over till another year?
So, are you gonna answer the question?
What question is that?
Jim Reed. Did you ever find him?
Reed was indeed that son of a bitch's surname. That's right, Ben. A despicable character. I remember him laughing like a hyena that cold morning they lynched me and my brothers. He was intent on avoiding my vengeance, but nothing was gonna stop me. Nothing.
Okay. Alles klar, na dann, kein Thema. Here we fucking go. Frank James. Und los, let's rock. What the fuck? Moment, ich verteile mal hier noch kurz einen Skillpunkt. Executioner. Execute nearby enemies. Deal some headshots without even aiming. Pressing and holding Q will eat up all your concentration in exchange for marking nearby enemies for execution with perfect headshots. The more concentration you sacrifice, the more of them will die. Sehr schön. Und damit haben wir die legendäre Goldtiger. Das legendäre goldene Gewehr, so.
with scopes and were well positioned to pick off any poor soul who came anywhere close.
Au, 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 au. Oh, fuck, ich hab ihn gerade gesehen. Uah. Frankie?
I'm guessing Frank James believed I was responsible for the demise of his brother Jesse. I couldn't really disagree with the man, as I thought Jesse was dead then as well. He backed off as I closed in on him, but he was still intent on killing me. And when I closed in on him again, he backed off again, looking for a better angle on me. Hell, I can't fault Frank for wanting his revenge, as I was there for the same damn reason myself. At this point, I'm guessing you think Silas Greaves is a worse murderer than Jim Reed ever was.
No, sir.
A man who spent half his life killing somebody's brothers, fathers, sons.
Autschi. Okay, ich glaube, wir müssen ihm einfach erstmal hinterherjagen, bevor wir den tatsächlich stellen. Autschi! Was bringt mir mein legendäres goldenes Gewehr, wenn ich von einem Steinschlag erschlagen werde? Uah.
Isn't that why you were hunting the James gang?
The James gang. Right. I finally found Frank holed up in his mountain cabin, and he was determined to have me dead.
Au. Miese Sache.
It was a pitched battle that could have gone either way. Luckily, I had some dynamite in my possession.
Dynamite. On your person.
A few sticks, just in case. It's always good to be prepared.
Right.
I'm just laying out the facts as I remember them, Jack.
Whoa. Wichser! Knapp. Eine Million-Euro-Frage ist, wie mache ich ihn jetzt endgültig fertig? So auf jeden Fall nicht. Smashing enter before the level was loaded was considered dishonorable behavior in the Old West. Alles klar. Ups. Whoop. Whoop. Ah ja, da liegt noch mehr Dynamit. Alles klar. Das spawnt dann wohl nach. Ah, es geht doch.
That old shack? Well, it went tumbling right off that cliff.
With Frank James still in it?
Yes, sir.
But Frank James is still alive, living in Missouri, showing folks around the family farm for 25 cents a tour.
I didn't say he died in the fall, now did I?
I'm done with this damnable outlaw life. Kill me, don't kill me, do what you will. At this point, I just don't give a shit.
I explained to Frank that I had nothing against him personally and that I was looking for someone else.
You want Reed? Have at him. I never did like that bastard. I am done here.
We parted in peace as Frank pointed out the path to my prey before making his way back down the hill.
So, aber wir haben gnadenlos überzogen, deswegen machen wir jetzt einen Cut und gehen Jim Reed hinterher in der nächsten Folge. Danke fürs Zuschauen, bis zum nächsten Mal.